Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing good. A very warm good evening to one of you. My name is Mariam Fatma, and I'm going to be your host everyone. For today's event. Hope you all are doing good. Let's just have a very warm good evening about what this event. My name is Mariam Fatma, and I'm must be wondering that is it really possible to get an international research internship anywhere around the world, be it like California, Toronto, Germany, Canada, etc. Working under any professor you like? Sounds crazy, right? But the answer is yes, it is actually possible. But then the question arises, what are the prerequisites for it? And even if I manage to get a foreign research internship in any university around the world, how am I going to work with them? Because I have zero experience in it. Hold on. Too many questions, right? But these questions actually pop up in anyone's mind. Whoever hears about any kind of international research. And if you are seeking answers to it, then you are at the right place. This event is exactly about it. Today, we will be having our speakers who will be sharing their journeys with us, guide us, clear all our doubts, and would be giving us a smoother path to walk on. So, firstly, my friend Sarah Batul Hussain would be giving a brief introduction about all the speakers, and further on in the session, we would be interacting with them individually to know their experience. Sarah, over to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sara Batul. I'm here to brief you about our speakers. Today we have Arslan Hamid, Jivanshi Sharma, and Shifa Zafar. Our first speaker for the day is Arslan Hamid. He is an incoming Mitacs intern at University of Regina, Canada. He is a third-year computer engineering undergraduate at Zakir Hussain College of Engineering and Technology, and also he's the vice chairperson IEEE Student Branch AMU. So I would like to call upon Arslan Hamid for his presentation. Sir, please go ahead.
Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, good evening, all of you. My name is Arslan Hamid. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in computer engineering from Aligarh Muslim University. I'm in my third year of undergraduation. I'm also acting as the vice chairperson of IEEE Students Branch, Aligarh Muslim University. I'm selected as an intern at University of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, which is located in Canada, through Mitacs Research Global Internship Program 2021. First of all, I want to thank IEEE JMI for inviting me as a guest speaker to speak on Mitacs Research Global Internship. I also want to congratulate the co-panelists Shifa Zafar and Jivanshi Sharma for making into the internship. So, I will be sharing with you a small PPT that outlines about what Mitacs is, how to apply, the documents that will be required, and what worked out for me. So, here's the presentation. Is my screen visible? Can someone tell?
No, sir.
No.
Now is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. So, graph fully funded foreign research internship. So, what is Mitacs? Mitacs Global Link Research Internship is a competitive initiative for international undergraduates from the following countries and regions: Australia, Brazil, China, Colombia, France, etc. The main point is India is there. From May to October of each year, top ranked applicants participate in a 12-week research internship under the supervision of Canadian university faculty members in a variety of academic disciplines, from science, engineering, and mathematics to the humanities and social science. So it is not like that only engineering undergraduates can participate in this. Anybody, even from the field of humanities and social science, can participate. Mitacs Research Global Internships are currently available at over 70 universities across Canada. So the main point, benefits of Mitex. So I have listed 3 points. Firstly, you are selected for a prestigious internship and that also fully funded. So I mentioned the expenses that Mitex will take care of. They will take care of the ticket fare. They will provide 1500 CAD for the accommodation expense to for living in Canada. They will provide 200 Canadian dollar per week. For visa fee, they will provide 150 Canadian dollar, and for daily expenses, 30 Canadian dollar per day for covering the expenses of food, travel, and all. So these expenses are up to mark. They will make you survive in expensive cities like Toronto. Also, so you will not have to spare any money from your pocket. Mitex will take care of that. Then the second point, after the completion of internship, this is the most important point that I believe is regarding the benefits of the Mitex. So after the completion of internship, you will be a Mitex fellow scholar, and if you are willing to do your masters from Canada, they will provide you 15,000 CAD, which will approximately cover at least one semester of tuition fee. The tuition fee vary from university to university, so it depends, but it will definitely cover at least one semester fee for the most expensive university also. It can cover up to a year fee also if the university is cheap. For example, University of Regina is cheap. And this opportunity is valid for 3 years from the date of completion of the internship. So when you complete, suppose you are completing in your third year, so you can apply for that master's fellowship after third year, 3 years after your completion of the internship. And lastly, most important, you will get a chance to visit abroad, and that too free of cost. I believe that this is the most important one for all of you. This year, although the Mitex internship is converted into online mode, considering the current COVID-19 situation, but the good thing is they are providing us with good funds. They are providing with 1200 CAD for the 3 months. And in the second point, it is not necessary that you will have to do your masters from the university from which you are doing your the internship. Suppose I will be doing it from University of Regina, so it's not like that I will have to do my masters from University of Regina to secure that 15,000 CAD. I can do it from any university all across the Canada, but it should be a university from Canada. So criteria of selection: one should be an enrolled student of undergraduate or postgraduate course from a reputed college. They have mentioned a list of college which you will see at the time of application. AMU and Jamia is there. Students should have at least a semester left. This is the important point about the criteria of selection for those who can apply. Students should have at least a semester left and not more than 3 semesters left after the completion of internship. Basically, it means that the student should be from his or her third year of BTech. So after your third year, you can go for an abroad internship through Mitex Research Global Internship Program. And the minimum percentage needed for you to be eligible for the internship is 75% if you are enrolled in an IIT, and must be above 80% from any other college. So for AMU and Jamia, it is above 80%. And the percentage criteria may vary from country to country. For India, it is 80% from non-IIT college and for 75% for IITs. Now, the documents that will be required at the time of application: resume, 2 pages. It's not mentioned that you have to make it of 2 pages, but yeah, I made it of 2 pages, so that's why. Then letter of recommendation. These points you should keep in mind by taking an LOR. Minimum you have to take one LOR, and maximum two you can take. So take LOR from one who can define you, like taught a course. He must taught you a course. Your supervisor took your lab, was your project supervisor, with whom you have written your research paper, if any. If you are having any research paper, then you can fetch an LOR from the uh, co-author, if he is a faculty from your institution or from any other institution also. The main point is, don't run behind the HOD of your department. I've seen many juniors doing this. I also did this but was put on the right track by my seniors. So I want to share this, that don't run behind the HOD of your department or some senior professor believing that their LOR will be of more worth. I don't believe that Mitacs look at the designation of the teacher. They just see that the faculty must know the student well. So the main point is you should keep in mind that the faculty is knowing you well. Either he or she might have taught you a course, took your lab, was your project supervisor, or with whom you have done your research paper. I took it from two assistant professor, and it worked in my case because they knew me well. Okay. The third document that is required is transcript. Transcript is a document which basically reflects your college grades till now and your CGPA. So I don't know how it is given in Jamia, but here at AMU it is provided from the RP unit. If you are not having, suppose, try to get a transcript, but if you are not having a transcript, then you can just take a snap of all the grade sheets, each semester grade sheets, and convert it into a PDF and then upload it also. It will also work, but try to fetch a transcript. Then statement of purpose. You will have to write about 150 words indicating what your interests are and why you want to pursue research internship. Try to mention that you will further proceed this interest in research and will do a master's from Canada. So please try to mention this point that you are very much interested in research field and you will do a master's in Canada. You will have to show them that I'm very much interested in pursuing my master's from Canada. So they will give you an edge over others. So these are the rounds of selection. The application fee comes around, though application fee, I'm saying, sorry, applications come in around July, and you can apply till September. So in the first round, the results come out in November after your application is over in September. So they give you three things. First, I will discuss the rejected because it's simple that you are not moving forward. You are rejected. And the second is I will discuss candidate under consideration. The status will be candidate under consideration. It means that the Mitacs have reviewed your application and have sent it to the professor under whom you have applied. You will have to shortlist 7 projects at the time of application, and Mitacs will send the application to the 7 professors, and they will now give you an interview call if they like your CV. So CUC means this, that Mitacs have approved your application, and now they have sent it to the professor for reviewing it. Waitlisted means that Mitacs have reviewed it in the application, reviewed your application form, but they have not still sent it to the professor because they don't find your resume or your application form so well. So they will give you a chance in the second round. So consider describing the second round. It will take. There is no specific date when the second round results will come. It will be just after when the first round results are over. So it will be CUC, candidate under consideration. 2 status will be there: candidate under consideration, meaning the same as it was in the first round, and rejected. Rejected. Now you are finally rejected, and you will not be moving forward. I hope you understood this.
Sir, do we
So
have
they
to?
are.
I have a question,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, is
Uh,
it mandatory to have a third year completed?
Third year complete. No, at the time of application you will be in your second year to third year moving, but after your internship you will be in your third year. When you will be going, you have to complete, yes, you will have to complete your third year. I will
If a
clear
person
all
is
your
in
doubt.
third year, you mean, sir, if a person is in third year, he can apply for the internship?
Yes, if he is in third year.
Sure, sure.
But if you are from third year, so you will be applying for the internship after your fourth year, which is not possible. So you will have to apply after your second year for that.
Yes, sir. We
You
have
are
just
understanding my
completed our
point?
second year.
Okay,
okay.
then
Not properly getting, sir.
okay, then it's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So I request you all to please write down your questions in the chat box, and we'll read it out later on.
Yes, I
Sure.
will try to answer all the question at the end of the session. You can take photos of this PPT, and I will also try to share. You can contact me through my mail or LinkedIn profile, and I will share with you all my experience.
Okay. So, Mr.
So
Aslan Hamid, I would like to ask few questions to you regarding your
yes,
journey.
please.
Would you like to answer them?
Yes, please.
Okay. So first is, what was your journey in getting this internship? I mean, how did you get this?
Okay. So I got to know about this internship when I was in my when I entered my second year from my senior. So Bilal Bhai was there who got selected at Ryerson University. I think in 2018. So he told me that it's a very prestigious internship, and it was my dream to pursue my masters from abroad. So I thought that Mitex will provide me a platform for that. So that molded me towards this research internship, and I started contacting my senior so that I can know more about it, and this way I get molded towards this.
Okay. And as you have already mentioned in your PPT about Mitex, would you like to
Yes, please.
tell us how did you get to know about it? From where did you get to know?
Yes, I told that I got to know it from my senior. Actually, at AMU, there was a seminar held from by one of our senior through IEEE AMU, and it was there only that I got to know about this internship. And every year, many AMU students get select for this internship, so it's not that much difficult to know about this. Then
Yeah.
after that, I started contacting my seniors to know more about it, the details of this internship.
Okay. So, what do you think are the benefits of doing such an international and research internship?
So as I listed also, there are many benefits, including first you will get an exposure to visit abroad. This year, although it's our bad luck that we are not able to go to Canada, as the internship is converted into online mode, considering the current COVID-19 situation. But first of all, you will get an exposure to work with some of the renowned professors around the globe, especially in Canada. And after that, if you are interested in pursuing your masters from Canada, then definitely you will, at the time of application, when you will be applying for your masters, they will prefer you. They will be knowing that he has visited Canada or he has done his research under some professors in Canada. He might contact that professor that whether he was a good student or not, and
Mm.
in this way you will definitely be preferred by them, and you will also be able to fetch an LOR after the internship, letter of recommendation from your supervisor under whom you did your internship, so it will be of worth also.
Okay. Last but not the least, is it really helpful to be a part
Yes,
of
please.
any society such as IEEE to get selected in Mitex?
Yes, see, I have mentioned in the coming slides of my PPT
Mm.
that IEEE will definitely help you. Not only IEEE, I'll say any society or any club from your college will help you. At the time of interview, when when my supervisor was taking my interview, he asked me that he was very much uh, he was very much uh, interested in me because of this, that I am a member of active member of IEEE students branch. So yes, it is very much, and it will make you different. It will make your profile strong also from others.
Okay. That's really cool. So that means being a part of any society really help you.
Yes, yes, of course.
Yeah.
And I
So
will
if
promote the students from Jamia that they should join IEEE, and will definitely help them at the time at the time of application. It might not help, but during the interview it helped me a lot, because the professor was very much happy with this, that I am also enrolled in co-curricular activities like that.
yeah.
Okay,
So now I would like Sarah Batul to just call out the questions.
okay, please.
Sarah, please.
Uh, Mohammad Hamad is asking that he's in fourth semester ending. So should he do a research internship as soon as possible for Mitex?
See, if you are having a prior experience of internship, like at the time of application, I was not having any internship. I never did my internship in second year. I just did it from AMU, which was a local internship through IEEE students branch only. I never did it, but yes, if you have done your internship from any industry or IIT, then it will definitely help you in terms of experience also, and in terms that you will be able to fetch an LOR from your professor. So you can contact him during the time of application that I will answer, I am applying for the Mitex Research Global Internship Program. So definitely he will provide you with an LOR and it will help you.
Okay. Then Muhammad Ubaid is asking, is TOEFL necessary?
No English proficiency test is necessary for this. No TOEFL, no IELTS, no GRE.
Okay. Then Ahmad Khan is asking, he's in third year BSc. Is he eligible?
BSc.
Yes.
BSc total year is 3 only, na?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
he is not eligible. He will be eligible in MSc first year.
Okay. Then is there a research R criteria for Mitecs?
Can you please repeat the question?
Is there a research R criteria for Mitecs?
I'm not able to understand the question. Sorry.
Maybe the person is trying to ask, is there any criteria for getting this kind of research
Okay.
internship?
Yes. Okay. I have discussed in coming slides that if you are having a research paper in the field in which you are applying, like I will discuss my experience. I was applying for the field. I decided that I will be applying for the field of Internet of Things because I was very much interested in this field. So I decided. So after my third year, I contacted one of my assistant professors in electrical engineering department. Although I am from computer engineering, but I contacted him because he is very good at research, Dr. Muhammad Tariq. So he said that yes, he will help me in writing a research paper, and believe me, research paper will increase your chance up to 90% for getting selected in this internship. Criteria like percentage, high GPA will also improve, but the publication will help you a lot. If you are having a prior publication, then it will definitely help you a lot.
Aslan Hamid, I would like to request you, please, can you please complete your PPT so that
Yes.
many of the doubts will be cleared by then?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I have discussed this rounds of selection. Okay. So moving on towards the myths. So as about the percentage, so many people believe that the basic criteria, as I have discussed, is above 80% for non-IITs, and for IITs it is 75%. So people believe that if they are having suppose 81%, so they will not get selected. It's not like that. Yes, definitely Mitex will give you an edge if you are having a high percentage. For example, I was having 91 percentage at the time of application, but if you are having lower percentage, you can compensate it with the research paper, your prior internship, your already built projects. So it's not like that. I have seen many seniors and many of my batchmates getting selected through 81% also, or 82%, even 80% also I have seen. And the second myth is about that only IITians and NITians can make into it. So I am a live example in front of you. So it's not like that IITians and NITians can make into it. Students from private university also should apply, and they will, if they are having a good profile and good curriculum vitae and resume, they will definitely qualify the MITEX Research Global Internship Program. Now, moving on towards how to choose university or project. So shortlist on the basis of either topic, province, or university. And please ensure that the requirements of the project mentioned matches the skills that you have mentioned in your CV and your interests that you have mentioned in your SOP. So there will be when you will select the project, there will be requirements of the project, that what the supervisor wants, what the skills he wants from you. So suppose I will take it my case, example of my case. I applied in the field of Internet of things. So they were demanding a basic knowledge of Arduino, Raspberry was not there, sorry. C programming, C++ programming, Python programming, all this they were demanding. So I'm tried to mold my CV from July. From July onwards, from July I got to know that I will require these skills. So I started molding my CV in such a way that it will match the interest, match the requirement, sorry. So it helped me a lot. So importance of already built projects. So if you have already built project in the field that for you are applying, then it will definitely help you, because you will be having a prior knowledge of that project. So it will definitely help you. Importance of already built project is very much. Now, importance of research paper, as I all told you, will increase your chance of selection to 80%. I will suggest second year students to write at least a conference paper. It will not take more than 2 months. Try to contact a teacher of your department, choose any field in which you are interested, and just write a paper. If the paper is project based, it's excellent, but a review paper can also help a lot. So it's not like that you will have to write a project paper only. You can also write a review paper, which is easy as compared to a writing a project based paper. And then at the time of shortlisting your project for the internship, shortlist the ones which are matching with your topic of paper. This will exceptionally increase your chance of selection. At the time of application, in my case, I was having one paper in lecture notes in electrical engineering by Springer Journal. So how IEEE held me when she was asking that any society held me. Yes, I will persuade you personally to at least take the student membership of IEEE student branch, so that you can attend as many webinars by renowned speakers. These you can mention in your CV in the webinars attended section. I came to know the advantage of this when during my interview my professor was happy with me because of my these extra mentioned things apart from academics. So he was very much interested that you are an active member of IEEE students branch acting as the vice chairperson. So he was very much interested in all this. So workshop. Now try to do at one or two workshop organized by IITs on the topic you will be choosing for your MyTech. So suppose you decided that you will be choosing your topic, suppose machine learning. So try to do one or two workshop in that field. This will definitely help you and make your CV strong. Second year internship, prior experience of an internship will help you a lot. Although I was not having this with me at the time of application, but this will definitely help you. And as I told, and suppose if you have done it from IIT, you can take the LOR from the professor, and this will definitely help you a lot. So you can contact the professor from IITs and tell him that I have already done a internship under your supervision, and I'm planning to do MyTech Research Global Internship this year. So can you please provide with me an LOR? So IIT's recommendation worth a lot abroad. Now interview totally depends on the professor who is taking it. In my case, I faced two interview. So I got a call of for interview from two universities. One was from University of Regina, in which I am selected, and the other was from University of Manitoba. Both interviews were around 30 to 45 minutes long, and the questions asked to me were from my CV and my research interest. So it's very luck depending that who is taking your interview. Many of my friends faced interviews which were totally non-technical, and many of them faced of more than an hour, and the interview was very much technical. So it's upon your luck that who is taking it, or who is taking the interview. So these are the points that you must keep in mind while you will be applying. These are tricks, I will say, that can let you that can make you into the internship. So try to fill 2 to 4 universities of satisfactory rank, like 500 to 1000 universities, because good university like UBC stands for University of British Columbia, Toronto, Waterloo, have really high competition. Because the thing is, if you will get selected in any university, the fellowship during the internship will be the same. Also, you will get 15,000 CAD during masters, no matter from which university you did your internship and from which you are doing your masters. So it's not like that you are doing from University of Regina internship, suppose. So you will have to do your masters from there only to fetch that 15,000 CAD fellowship. You can do it from any university all around Canada. So it's a trick. Try to mention as many skills in your CV matching the requirements of your chosen projects at the time of application, because you will get enough time to develop skills between the form submission to interview phase period. Suppose the project is demanding a basic knowledge of, suppose, Java language, and you have not learned it by the time. So just write it in your CV and try to get a command on Java before the interview takes place. So you can mention it. And while writing SOP, try to write words which are in the required section of your chosen project, because it is believed that the Mitecs follow a computer-based first round filtration and system search for keywords. See, it is not sure that Mitecs do such type of sorting, but yes, it was told by my senior that Mitecs follow a first round computer-based filtration. So you should keep this point also in mind. Like in my case, my project were all from Internet of Things. So I mentioned Internet of Things and related stuffs like Arduino, programming languages like C, C++, Python, which were required for my project basically. So you should keep this point also in mind. And fourth point is choose project in one field and try to make your CV in such a way that it justifies your skills in that project, because because like if you select projects of different field, then it will be difficult to justify all the required skills in the CV, and it will not give a good impact. So first decide that in which field you will be applying. So I decided that I will be applying in the field of internet of things. So I sorted all the projects in the field of internet of things, and it was not like that I selected some projects from machine learning, some from internet of things, some from web development field. Don't do this, because it will not give a good impact, and you will also not be able to justify your CV, and the required skills in the CV, you will not able to justify this. Suppose if you are from a CS background and applying for projects in machine learning, try to choose a professor who is from different department but need machine learning in his field. He will give you a preference because of your field. It is not a trick, but yes, it worked in many cases. So suppose if you are from CS background and applying in the field of machine learning, and when you are shortlisting the project, you saw a professor who is from mechanical engineering department and requires machine learning in his field. So you should apply under him, because he will definitely give you a preference, because he know that he is from mechanical engineering background. The professor will be from mechanical engineering background, so he will know the stuff related to mechanical engineering, and he will want a student from computer engineering background, so that he can tackle up with the computer background. So you should keep this also in mind. Lastly, Mitecs is a very much luck depending internship. Many students with good CV and CGPA might not get selected, and one with less skills and CGPA can get selected. Just stay positive, hope for the best, and by chance if not get selected, there are many other good internships apart from Mitecs which you can apply. So Mitecs is luck depending, I will say. I have seen many seniors who were very brilliant but not getting into the internship. So don't get disheartened that you are not able to get select. There are many internships. I have mentioned some of the internship in my next slide, so you can take a snap of this. Some other opportunities I have listed from IITs. And you can apply for a CERC program in IIT Kanpur, IIT Gandhinagar. So you can take photo of this. Documents that will be required in this I have mentioned. NIT also I have taken into consideration, that these NITs, science academies, provide internships. And there are, apart from MITEX, there are some abroad internship like OIST Japan, Switzerland, Saudi Arabia, NTU Singapore, Chirpak, and many more. See, I'm not knowing about these internships in detail because I never applied, as I was selected for University of through MITEX Research Global Internship. But you can apply for this, so that you are secure for one of the internship if suppose not get selected. So I'm not having a detailed knowledge, but you can just Google it and know more about it. So thank you.
Thank you, Aslan Hamid. Now, for the audience, we'll have a question answer session at the end. Now,
Okay.
I would like to call upon our second speaker, Jivanshi Sharma. She's an incoming MITEX intern at Dalhousie University and a third year electrical engineering graduate at AMU. Ma'am, please go ahead and share your journey with us.
Hi everyone. Very warm greetings to everyone. I guess Arsalan has shared a lot of insights about the selection procedure of MITEX and everything. I'll begin what my experience was like, and I was looking at the questions two people were asking. Should I do intern from like in second year? Should I start from second sem? My CGPA is this and whatnot. So first of all, my experience, like when I applied for MITEX, my profile I'd say was okay. I won't say my profile was very good. Uh, Selection procedure was first of all, let's take it step by step. Projects. Arsalan, can you stop sharing your screen? It's distracting me. Yeah, cool. Okay, so basically, selecting the projects, first of all, application part Aslan has explained. So when like there are seven choices with you. Like you have to from 2300 projects were there at the last year. So from 2300 projects, you have to select seven projects based on your niche, on what research areas you are interested in, and I mean whatever you want to do your research on. Even if you don't know whether you want to do a research internship or not, but gaining exposure would help you know is research for you or not. So first of all, doing before entering into a research internship or before applying for any internship, do a me search. What are the areas you are interested in, because that will really help you to find out and gain a better experience from whatever work you are going to do in any internship. I applied to the projects related to applied ML areas, NLP areas, and some management kind of products because I was confused. I had 7 choices, and what kind of project should I apply to, what kind of universities, and everything. Everyone targets at top-notch universities, for example, Waterloo, Toronto. But while selecting those 7 choices, I just kept in mind I applied to 3 ambitious universities and 3 mid-range universities, and I was very focused on the project I will select, because going to a better ranking university does not matter, but what matters is what project you are working on and what contribution you are going to have in that project. So if you're confused what kind of product should you choose, there are many projects listed there. For example, if you're from mechanical background, CS background, electrical background, that does not matter. Look out for the projects you are interested in, because I am from electrical background, but my profile was based on ML stuff, and I looked out for projects related to that. I even looked out for the project that was based on AI product management side, and I got selected in that. I got interview call from 2 of those universities too. So that was a part for project selection. How should you select your project? After selecting a project, wait for the call, obviously, and it does not matter if a professor calls you, then only you have a chance to getting selected at that university. But maybe your professor will give you interview call, and interview is like mm, okay. So what happens is there are 2 to 3, I had 3 interviews basically. So 3 interviews were very different, सारे काफी अलग थे. uh, some professors already have this in mind कि, okay, this student is good, I already looked at his or her profile and I'm kind of convinced with the work she has done, and she has the skills I require for my project. So they'll just do an interaction with you, okay, what's all you are preferring or you are looking in the project and everything. You can also ask your questions and doubts, and that was my first interview. It was done, and that project was good. I liked that project. Then again, I got a second interview call, which was a project I really wanted to work on. And I had interview 3 professors were sitting, because 3 of them were gonna be my supervisors there, and that was a very rigorous interview. For example, whatever I listed on my resume or whatever you list on your resume, make sure that you know each and every stuff of whatever project you did, whatever you have listed. For example, even if you're a part of a society or something, share your experience, whatever kind of volunteer experience you had, or what contribution you did. For example, if you have listed an intern which is not related to the project you are aiming for, but try to relate or connect the dots, how that experience can help you contribute to this kind of project. Is it making sense? You can I want this to be a not one-way conversation, so you can ask your doubts in between too. Cool. So that was one thing. And that interview was also he asked, he was just focused on one of my project he liked very much. That was a research project, was not completed, and I was doing it with a PhD from UC San Diego. So he was very interested in that project because I guess it was shining out on my resume and went depth into the mathematical stuff. But don't think if professor asks you very hard and tough questions तुम्हारा tough chances hai. That's not the thing. You have to stay very calm, very confident, and just make it appealing to the professor that whatever you have listed, you know that stuff. It's not like you are faking it out on your resume. And even if you don't have anything मतलब बहुत ही shiny, fancy सा resume पे दिखाने के लिए, doesn't matter at all. Believe me, even if you don't have a research paper, I haven't had a research paper published till then. But I have contributed to this project. Even if you're a developer, even तुम्हारा research से बिल्कुल आता रही है, then also you can get selected because your aim is to get a research exposure. So but just you have to make sure that you have the skills that you are targeting for, like the project you are targeting for. You have to convince the professor for that. And like most of the professors, have to list out from a five, like they got a lot of applications, then they will filter out the application, select 5 to 6 uh, good people, and like from 5 to 6 people they have to select 1 or 2 people based on the funding. So sometimes it might be very competitive, and especially in the higher ranking universities. And वहाँ से rejection मिल सकते हैं आपसे. तो like that's why you have to very strategically select those 7 projects. Cool. That was about the project selection part, like how I what strategy I used for it. I got 3 interview calls, and all were like interviews went very well, and I got my like which the project which I wanted, which is an NLP based project right now working on. So this was it. Also choose, like while selecting the projects, look out for the background of the professor you would be interning at, because in case in future you want to pursue a MS under him or her, like that thing also matters. So like, but you have to like do this very patiently. मैंने last time भी किया था last 2-3 weeks में, so I still feel that I should have given it more time. Like there's a 1 month application period, I guess. So look out very patiently for all the 7 projects. Draft a good resume. About resume, there is one thing. I drafted a 1 page resume, very simple. There are many templates on Overleaf, because sometimes like resume का लोगों को बहुत दिक्कत होता है कि like what kind of resume should I draft, this and that. So it should be
Yeah.
like very simple. Also, Mitecs have this template. Like they also give a template for resume. So if you're able to draft your resume in that format, that's again a very good part. I did not do that, but if you do, like that's a good thing. Resume selection was there. Like yeah, application got approved first round, like, and then I had interviews, and then I got acceptance like in January, I guess. I don't remember. December or January it was. Uh, and like this year COVID happened, so our internship is virtual now. But then you have like visa process, like everything. We are not experienced with that because our internship is virtual. But when you people would be going to apply, I guess that part also you have to look for. So this was my experience, basically whole experience in the application process.
Thank you so much, Shivanshi. I would like to call Sarah to just move forward in the session. Sarah?
Thank you so much, Jivanshi. Now, I would like to call our third speaker, that is Shifa Zafar. She's an incoming Mitex intern at Ryerson University, Toronto, and a third year civil engineering graduate at JMI, Delhi. Ma'am, please.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm Shifa Zafar, a BTech Civil Engineering student at Jamia Millia Islamia University. I'm currently in my 6th semester, and I've been selected as a Mitacs Global Research 2021 intern at Ryerson University, Toronto, under Professor Khalid Sinha. Now, let me start with first things first. Since you'll be applying generally during your 5th semester, nearly at the end during December or November, so you have good 3 semesters, like the 3rd semester, 4th semester, and 5th semester in your core engineering field. So choose a domain of your interest as your area of research, and do either some course, internship, or attend webinars on it. And my personal advice is, since you will not know the specific projects before the application form the process starts, so try to choose a broader project, like a broader domain for your as your area of research, rather than one specific thing, so that you can apply to multiple number of projects. All right, now I'll try to talk under few different heads so that you specifically know what to do when. Now, the application process usually starts around November or December. So, first of all, you have to make a profile for the MyTax project. So, few points you must pay attention to are that firstly, make a short and crisp CV. And one more thing, know the difference between a CV and a resume. Both are not the same. Now, in your research interest area column, there will be one column in the application form. So, write a well structured paragraph about your research interest. Now, what I mean by well structured column is that begin with who you are, what your research interest is, your prior experience, and then conclude by saying that how you can contribute to the projects you are applying for and what you see yourself in future doing in the field of research. Now, one thing that I noticed, and few of my friends who didn't get selected told me that I should say that this is one thing, a very common mistake that everyone does. Do not try to portray your knowledge and skills rather than just using extravagant vocabulary. You just have to portray your knowledge, not your vocabulary in this section. Now, the second thing is project selection. Please give priority to project over university. And now when you're set, you have to set a priority order of the 5 or 6 projects you choose to apply for. So set them as per your CV. For example, there is one project which my CV shows that I'm very appropriate for that. That should be priority number 1. And thus you should organize them in the descending order. Now, interview insights in general to all the 2019 interns I talked to and to few peers I interacted with right now, I got to know that mostly people who were interviewed did not either have research paper or some prior internship experience. This is a general trend. There can be exceptions too. Now, one thing more, that interview is not going to be like a viva. Okay, so that you start displaying your knowledge. It is going to be something which demarcates a well educated mind from a well formed mind. He is not going to test your knowledge. He wants to know that what your research interests are. And secondly, he wants to know that how you can contribute to his project. So you have to draw a conclusion of all you know, all your past experiences, and all that you can contribute to that research project that you're applying to. And believe me, despite me being nervous, I'll tell you one thing, that despite me being very nervous, I actually did very well in the interview. I gave 2 interviews, and sadly, the first project that I actually wanted to be in got cancelled due to COVID. But then this is the process for interview. All right, after the interview, you'll get either a selection mail or a CU that or a CUC mail that you're a candidate under consideration. So you have to wait. The process after the interview is quite long, although I myself got selected in the first wave, but then because of COVID and other problems, I had to wait for a very long time. And the rest, the process after starting the internship, I cannot tell right now because I haven't started yet. And one more thing, like this is for everyone who is doubting whether they should even apply. I was one such person that I applied only because one of my mentors, who is also a professor at Jamia, he told me that at least I should give it a chance. I had this notion in my mind that I don't have any research paper, although I did one internship, which was an on site internship. But then I felt that since I had no research paper, I stand no chance for a research internship. So please do give it a try. Any questions, please?
Okay, thank you so much, Shifa Zafar. But I would like to know a few things from you. Like, what is your opinion? Like, what kind of different research their processes are there in Mitecs?
See, there are a wide variety of subjects which you can apply to depending upon your field.
Okay. And can you please tell us in which kind of project you are involved?
I'm, yeah, sure. I'm involved in a project where we are actually, you see that most of the bridges which are in coastal areas, they at some point or the other, they have cracks developed in it. And these cracks sometimes lead to major accidents. The reason is that the steel rebars inside them corrode very easily, despite all the protection that you use. So the project which I'm working at is actually about reinforced polymer bars being used instead of steel. So the research is going in it.
Okay, thank you so much, Shifa. We will be having a Q&A session later on. But firstly, I would like to introduce Hamza to just tell few things regarding the Mitecs Research Internship, which are really important. Hamza, can you please go ahead?
Hi everyone. Am I audible, Mariam?
Yes, you're audible.
All right. So I am Hamza, and I am the vice chairperson of IEEE JMI. I am also the Mitacs intern at the University of ETS Montreal. Although we have already covered everything, I would like to add something regarding the logistics of Jamia. So there are certain things that you might need. For example, you might need a transcript, and it has a very simple process. Similarly, you need a letter of recommendation SOP that already Aslan and our previous interns have discussed. So, in case how to get all these, so I will start with transcript. For transcript, you have to go to. Although this is, I'm digressing from the main topic, but these are something that is most important, and you are going to have problems with that. Last year, many of our batchmates do not have transcript, and that's why they were not able to apply, and there have been time lags. There are some other certain small issues. For example, in application process, you might apply to some wrong thing. For example, in the column of passport, some people write no, so that caused an issue, and they were not able to. So in that case, you are not even going to reject it. Rather, you are not eligible for the candidature. So having the basic things and having a complete filing the complete application is one of the most important thing, and you need to take care about it. Second thing is letter recommendation. For letter recommendation, you can talk to your respective department seniors, and they will help you out by how to write an LOR. Since most of the professors do not consider writing LOR themselves. This is a culture at JMI, so you have to write it yourself and have to submit to your professors. They will thorough check it, and then they will sign it for you. The third thing is statement of purpose that we are going to discuss in the panel discussion what it is and what. So this is I have to tell you. All right.
Thank you, Hamza. Now it's time for the final question answer session for the audience. Please write your questions in the chat box. We'll call you one by one and your doubts will be addressed. Any three of the speakers can answer, whoever is comfortable.
Okay, so there is one person, Adnan. He has written a question. Given the current evaluation procedures, we haven't received our mark sheet or any sort of marks for even for any of the third semester or even any semester. I don't think we would get it for fourth semester anytime soon. Well, so how would we work around this during the time of application? So basically, he's saying he did not get his mark sheet for third or fourth semester. How is he going to?
So I answered this. Last year it happened that on 22nd of August, we received our fourth year mark sheets. So it is most probable that you receive your mark sheets by August, and since the time period is between August and September, you are going to get it. Hopefully.
Then there's Ahmad Khan. He's asking if he applies during his master, will it give him a way for PhD in Canada?
Yes, definitely. He will have a prior experience of working in Canada, so definitely he will get the preference. But I'm not sure about the scholarship that is given for the master students after they have completed their internship during BTech. So if any of the co-panelists know about this, can add up. But yes, they will definitely give you an edge above others because you have already worked in Canada. So this will definitely help you.
I would like to address this question. Basically, a direct PhD is not possible. Like with a Mitacs fellowship, you would be getting that is 15K CAD. Also, that fellowship is only applicable if you pursue masters or specifically a thesis-based degree, and that is for only 2 years after graduation, undergraduation. So, direct PhD is not possible with the Mitacs fellowship. But later on, if you want to pursue PhD, obviously, like it will lay down a whole path for you. That it's a good experience.
Okay, so Another person, Bhavya Jain, is asking, does it help to get selected by applying early?
I don't believe that there is nothing anything like first come first serve in Mitex.
Yeah.
What do you believe, Jivanshi?
No, I mean just apply before deadline. That's it. Nothing else.
That's it. You should not miss the deadline.
Nilanjana Singh is asking, when do we get to know about the projects that are available in MyText? Is it at the time we write our application and our answers?
Yeah, like there is a application period. It opens 1 month before the deadline, 1 or 1.5. I'm not sure. After that, you can see the projects on the dashboard and everything, and then select the projects accordingly and frame your answers, research statements, and everything. You get a 1 month time for the whole application process.
More than 1 month you will get. You will get approximately. Last year it opened. The portal opened, I guess, in July, and it lasted up to 23rd September.
Maybe I'm not sure.
And basically you will get to know. You will have enough time to shortlist the project. So don't be tensed about this. You will get a minimum 2 months. You will get. And there will be filters in which you can shortlist on the basis of province, on the basis of university, on the basis of projects, on the basis of professor, if you are interested to work under a particular professor. So there will be filters. You will get to know about this when you will see yourself. We can't explain this very much well, I believe.
Then there is Priyansh Srivastav. He's asking, he's from non-IT branch and is interested in applying for 2022. He's having a CGPA 7.9. Is there any chance?
Dude, I had a CGP of 7.8 in my fourth semester, but later on it got increased. So overall, my CPI was 8.2. So basically, I got selected, but you have to make sure that you outperform your other skills. Like, if you're not, if you're like, lagging behind, like in CGP and academic part, make sure that you outperform on other side. So basically, you have to maintain the balance.
Yes, truly said. If you are from non-IT branch and suppose want to apply in the field of computer engineering or IT field, then you will have to polish your CV. I'll say that you are compared better to those who are from the CS background or the IT background. So you will have to work hard, Priyansh, for this.
Also, like I guess even I'm from a non-ITCS branch, and I'll really like to say like it's not very hard. I mean, you just have to have the right kind of projects. Like even if being from a different branch does not matter, just whatever experience you put on a resume that should matter. I mean,
You should justify
for
your
whatever.
CV. You should justify your
Yeah.
CV for the projects that you are shortlisting. Your CV should justify it that you are proficient enough in that field. So this should be your priority. What I believe.
Okay, so I would like to ask something. Did you guys find any struggle in working with them? Like their culture of working is totally different from ours. So was it like difficult or
I
did
have
you
not
just go with the
yet
flow?
started my internship. Jivanshi, have you started?
My internship officially have not started, but I'm in my contact with my professor like since very beginning, and he's like very cool. It maybe depends on professor to professor, but generally like they're very cool, very helpful, and some might have strict work deadlines. Like I have 40 hours per week, like me ko karna hi karna hai. So that depends on professor to professor. So yeah, it's like that.
But mostly they are super cool, which
Yeah.
I noticed during the time of interview. Also, they
And
were
even in
very much
virtual
friendly.
internship, yeah, they are taking care of our time difference, and we
Yeah.
have scheduled meeting accordingly. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. So also, like in your opinion, how difficult it is to contact to the professors of the university? I mean, did they reply back to all the emails that you sent
Generally, they do. If you are selected for the project, they will definitely reply
and
to you. You are their
before
intern.
than
Yeah.
that? If you're not an intern in them, under them,
We are
then
not allowed to email our professors before we are getting selected. Actually, they list on their website, but some students do that. I haven't done it, so I don't know.
They are mentioned in their guidelines that you are not supposed to contact the professor. Many people did, but I don't believe that you should do it because it will just be will not They will not
But
entertain
don't
your
take
mail
risks.
because risk. Yes, you
They
should
won't
also not
like
take
it.
risk, and
Yeah.
they will not entertain your mail because they are very much busy
Yeah.
professors.
And as Arslan Hamid has already mentioned in his PPT about the other research internships, international research internships other than Mitecs. So, did you guys know about any other research internship? Like, completely
Yeah.
have an idea about it?
I got selected in OIST Japan too. That is also a very good internship, but their projects are basically biomedical, like bio-related side aligned more. So I opt for my text project, but like there are a lot of other opportunities. I'm sharing a GitHub link down there. Like you can find all the international opportunities there. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, sure. And this Harshit Mathur is also asking, are there any non-technical research topics as well? For example, UI, UX designs.
Um, I'm not sure about UI UX design because that is something not to research, but you can definitely find product research wala side because even I applied for one project. But if you're basically looking for UI UX or designing part, you have to look thoda specifically, and I suppose like these kind of projects are not there. I mean, because it's not something research based. Like this is like building a product kind of thing, and professor generally don't involve in that stuff. But you can see, I'm not a right person to give this answer.
Because there are 2,300 project listed, so it's not
Yeah.
possible to for it was
You
also not
just
possible for us to see each and every project. We just listed put on the filter of, I like in my case I put on the filter of Internet of Things and just saw 150 to 200 project that was listed in the field of Internet of Things. So it is very much difficult. You should, this will you will have to take care of yourself. You will have to search
yeah. And
on your.
Ayaz Ansari is also asking, what is the eligibility criteria for OISD and when to apply?
OIST, I applied like same when I applied for Mitex, and like their internships, happen in two phases. One is like you apply in Feb and you get selected for September to next like their application opens in March, and that internship goes for 4 months in next sem. And similarly, if you will apply in summers wala part two, then your internship will happen like in between the summers part. So yeah, I applied like last year in after summers. So like in a single year, their application portal opens 2 times, and it's a good opportunity altogether. So you can have a look at that too.
Okay,
Okay,
so
now I have a question for Shifa Zafar. I think you got selected for dad's internship. Would you like to tell us something about that?
Sure. That is internship that you should apply to. But then the procedure is a little bit complex and is quite different from my tax. Now, there were few mistakes which I did, which I feel you must not do. Like I'd say that the reason why I opted for my tax and not dad was because of my own mistakes, what all things went wrong. So let me start with first things first. Apply early. By what I mean by apply early is although the application part starts in late December, November or December, and even in the beginning of the year, but then you can apply year round. So what my advice would be, apply in the beginning of year. And unlike my tax, you have to mail individual professors. So what does that mean? It simply means that you have to go to the DARDWise site, and then you have to see the institutions which come under it, and then go to that list, see the professors and see what research they are doing. And if you find that the research is your area of research too, just mail them. And now this is very important step. You have to mail every individual professor on your own. So first of all, do not spam mail any professor. Like, don't keep sending mails again and again, or do not send the same mail to a large number of professors. Be very specific. Apply only to those internships which are as per your CV. And then if you're accepted by the professor, they'll reply back and they'll ask for a Zoom interview or anything like that. And then they'll tell you, discuss the stipend and the working hours and what are they expecting from you. And after all this procedure is done, then you have to apply to the DARDWISE application form online. The DARDWISE organization itself just, manages your tickets and visa, whereas the stipend, the your university, the professor, everything you have to do it on your own. So my only advice would be early. The projects I got selected in, the professors themselves told me that I have been very late, and they'll be keeping me as an extra intern. They already have a huge team which they selected in the early months of the year. So my advice is be a little early in approaching the professors.
Okay, thank you so much. Now for the audience, any other questions?
Okay, there is this person, Mohammed Hamad. He's asking, what skills should I have if I want to work in material science? I think, yeah, if anybody wants to answer.
How can we tell about material science?
This is directed to Shifa. She has background in material science.
I personally feel that skills, either you should know some, because right now most of the virtual projects, especially for civil and mechanical branches, are going in virtual format. I don't know about the next year, but then you should know computer modeling, simulation, and other stuff. Along with that, I am not very sure about the softwares. Like for me, it is CAD and StatPro and Revit, such kind of softwares. I don't know for material science, but then obviously do some courses, webinars, or anything related to your research area. That would give you an edge.
Okay, I think now we have covered, I think, almost all the questions. If anybody is left or we haven't called out anyone's question, you can just open up your mic and you can just speak up.
I think Bhavya has a question. Like she hasn't done any project in the under her university professor. So, whom should I ask for? You can ask for any course advisor or any professor who might have taught you a course and know you personally, or you might stand out in his or her class. So that also works, because even I asked, like my Alara was from a professor who just taught me in one semester, I guess, and that works. Like does not depend like you should have done any project necessarily under a professor, and also depends how kind your professor is, so you can look out for that too.
Okay, so Seth is asking,
Adnan.
does intermediate marks matter a lot?
Nine, no.
No, only undergraduation marks. Adnan is asking about the stipend that we will get during the online internship. So it is 1200 CAD, Canadian dollar.
Okay, Nilanjana is asking to Shifa, when is the ideal time to apply for that?
I feel you should apply early in the month. I think I should say before the spring semester, or I should say start applying as soon as you come to know about it. Because there are some professors who take in the fall semester, some take in the spring semester. So start applying right now itself, and then wait.
Okay, then Shrishti is asking how to proceed for getting the internship. I think it's for that bad internship.
I guess he's
Anyone?
asking for the advice.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I've told you the procedure is first mailing the professors, then giving interviews, then finally, when you're selected, you have to go to the DARDWISE official website, apply, write the name of the professor and whatever research project you have been selected in, and then they'll tell at which time they'll be sending you tickets and visa and all other procedures.
Okay, so Mohammed Arif is asking, how can we avail prior research experiences in civil engineering department, JMI, which later can help us in the application? Like which professor can we contact? I think this is the question for Hamza.
So, all right, you can contact Ibadur Rahman sir and try to contact professors who are already doing projects. So, in this case, I think I can share something about me. For example, I have done research and have both patent and research paper in this. Uh, I have some background, although I'm from electronics and have worked in core electronics, but I did an research internship at AMU Civil Engineering Department, uh, where we work on different machine and have worked on seismic vibrations and generations. So there's so many areas you can work on, and for similarly, you can have so many professors who are already working on something. So the way to start is go to their profiles, university profile, check out their papers, research papers, what they are doing, and based on their interests, go and contact them, and they will tell you the problems. And once they tell you the problem, you search it out. You have a general literature survey about by reading some research papers. And once you are done with that, the professor you keep contacting the professor and asking कि आगे क्या कर सकते हैं. And this is how research is done. So this is a slow and steady process. You have to be in contact and have to be regularly reporting, constantly talking to them. So you can do with the professors you like, the subject you like. The starting point can be the subject you like or the area you are interested in, or based on, or maybe based on professor's interest. So for example, in case of Shifa Zafar, she has have interest in material science, and she contacted Ibadur Rahman. Ibadur Rahman, by the way, have already have 2 patents, and he's a very good researcher. I think this might have answered your question.
Okay, thank you so much, Hamza. Now I think we are done with all the questions. And if in case we have left anyone's question, you can just switch on your mic and ask right away. Anybody?
I think Shubhankar is asking something. Shubhankar, you can open your mic.
Hello guys, I'm Shubhankar. So I want to do an master's degree from abroad. So I have got to learn that we have to do something good research internship kind of from abroad or something from any IITs. Like I don't have any high GPA like above 9, so I have normal GPA like 8.56. So I'm from MIT Calicut. So I don't have anything. So I have, like you said, I have contacted some of my professors for a project or just work as a research assistant for getting an experience or like to know my subject of interest. So he said that due to online semester, he couldn't do anything. Like there are no any feasible chances to get an hand on the works of my field. Like I'm from chemical engineering, so I don't have any chance of getting hands on my field. So can you suggest like what should I do to get selected, like increase my chances selected into MITs?
One thing that I can suggest, like I don't know much about chemical engineering branch, but I don't know about the subjects or courses you have taken, but maybe try writing a review paper, if not under professor by yourself, and that might not take much time because there's still time in application period, and that definitely can help. Like one thing, at least you can try to do that if you're not like very sure how to like start working, like how to get this research experience under any professor or something if they are not agreeing, and try cold emailing professors, like you have time still, and look out for supervisors, like for the projects which can be done virtually, I guess.
I'd like to add on one thing. Firstly, you can attend webinars or even NPTEL courses for that case. And then secondly, if you have no research experience prior, you don't have any research, because the same case was with me. So simply you can approach any professor from your college who's doing research in some related subject, and you can help them, assist them, help them draft the research paper and get some knowledge and experience both.
Yeah, okay.
You can also convert your final year project. You will have to work on that, and you can convert into a paper that will definitely help you. So you can do your final year project, or in some universities we have minor project in our third year also, so that you can also convert. And for that, the department is required to allot you a faculty. So for this will definitely help you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I would like to ask, hello, I'm Adnan, and I'd like to ask, is there any like a particular format of the for the CV when we apply for Mitacs?
There's
Yes,
a
there
temp
indeed is. There indeed is a template already on the site.
there is a template that is provided by Mitex, but it is not like that you will have to follow that pattern only. I made my CV by the CV by myself. I can share you with my CV if you want. It will help you. Just wait. That was there during my application time. So this was my CV. Is the screen visible?
Yes, yes, I can see.
My text point is added afterwards, so please ignore it because I was not an intern at that time. So this is the first page, and this was the second page. So you should just keep in mind the workshop and workshops and talk attended session is there. Certification and courses engaged, like Python course. The course in whichever field you want, you can do it from Udemy or Coursera or any online platform. And apart from this, you should mention your co-curricular activities, awards, and positions. So this was my CV. I hope it will help you.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's this one question that does the professor who is recommending us their profile matters too? Kavya is asking.
Yeah, actually it matters, but I don't know how much weightage to they give to that part, but I guess it matters.
See, it matters in the sense, suppose if you are doing your research under him in the field of machine learning, and if he is proficient in the field of machine learning and had already published papers, then it will definitely help you.
I guess his profile means like his research experience from where he have studied and what his research niche is.
Yes, and you should also prepare. One point I want to prefer that one point I want to add, that if your college is having any professor who has done his masters or PhD from Canada, so you can contact him. This will definitely help you, I believe.
I hope all the questions are being taken.
Hello,
Okay.
my name is Hamad.
Yes,
Hello,
Ahmad.
my name is
Yes,
from
Ahmad.
Arsalan. Arslan, can you please suggest me some professors that I should contact for doing research?
You are from which department? MEB, Mechanical Engineering
Mechanical
Department
engineering.
from.
Yes.
Okay. See, please try to contact what I'll prefer, that don't contact professor because they are really busy. In some administrative post they are busy, or somewhere else they are busy. So you should contact assistant professor. Yes, definitely. If professor allows you to work under him, it will be of immense help. But try to contact assistant professor. Like you can contact Yasir Rafat sir. He has done his masters from Concordia University, and I guess he has done his PhD from McGill University. He is in mechanical engineering department, so you can work under him. He is also the head of Carrot, so you can work under him in the mechanical section. This will definitely help you.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I would like to throw a question to all the three panelists. There have been doubt in students about what is the priority in terms of should we do research, should we give priority to research or to industrial experience or to skill set or to subject knowledge or to certifications. So there have been always a debate in mind. So throw some light to it.
I
Jivanshi.
guess I'll go first and then I'll leave because I have another meet too. So like this is a very good question. Basically, first of all, I would like to take stand on certification part. To be honest, it does not really matter like whatever certifications you have or whatever course you did. They're not gonna look at that because whatever you knowledge gained from that course or that certificate you have to apply it somewhere, and that could be anything. Maybe it can be a past research experience or past industry experience. So yeah, keep this point in mind. And like no one looks at like no, I mean good talks and workshop and conferences you have attended matters, and you have spoken to some good kind of conferences. But the workshops you have taken, I mean, this is my bias. I guess it does not matter. I mean, I don't give priority to these kind of stuff. And if you're confused between like should I do research internship or should I do industry exposure, I guess until and unless you do something, you won't really realize ki what's your like where does your personal strength lies. Even I didn't knew, and for that matter I done like both the stuff. Like I'm doing a like I'm working a startup, AI based startup too. So like that will help me recognize like where does my personal strength lie. I'm really for research, and I have been working on many research projects personally. So I think that is my area, but still you really have to explore both the parts too until and unless making a decision like which to go for. I guess try for both, and whatever opportunity comes, like pick that. Like don't do much analysis and paralysis. Whatever opportunity comes in front of you, pick that, gain experience, and then decide what you really want to do, because internships are generally for that only, not that purpose. Ki, are you suitable for this kind of work or not? So I guess I'm done speaking on this question.
All right. Jivanshi, before going one last question, can you suggest some starting points for machine learning since you have background to it?
Starting point basically depends. Like if you are a developer kind of a person, you might not start with going to much depth of the machine learning detailed theoretical subjects, mathematics and everything behind. So if you want to like aim for research projects, like you really have to understand all the theoretical concepts about statistics and mathematical part too. So you can start with, like as everyone says, start with NVNG's course, and like there are some good books that I might suggest based on statistics. And I guess I'll tweet that today. All the like stuff, I had a list for it. So mm like there are some good books, and NVNG's course, like it's very good. I mean, it's a long one, but it believe me, it really helps. And I've done that course twice, and even now when I sometimes feel lazy कि अब क्या करूं, I'll do that course, because every time I see it I really gain something new. So that is for theoretical aspect. Cool. And after that you have to do some hands-on project too on machine learning. So like there are many basic Kaggle projects you can try on, and basic ML tools you can make. After that, try working on something like deploying a full end-to-end ML pipeline, because like people who start out with ML, like most of the time they get bored, or they get uninterested in that field, because like they don't see the depth behind it. Like trying, like there are a lot of concepts, and training a model and everything, that shit doesn't work until and unless you know how that model can work in real time. So basically, that's something every ML enthusiast to look for. And as you like proceed with your journey in machine learning, you will soon realize ki like where does my personal strength lie. Like I'm more into applied machine learning wala part. I'm not into developing core ML algorithms. So that as soon as you will move forward with the journey, you'll realize it ki what topics you're really interested in. So I guess yeah. Is the deep learning specialization or the Stanford one? No, it's by end-to-end, the Stanford one. And the deep learning specialization you can do after this machine learning end-to-end course. Also, there is a fast AI course for deep learning that is also very good. So you can do any of them.
Would any other speaker like to add up something?
I believe that Jivanshi have covered all the points. So if anybody is having other question, he can.
Okay, so now I think we should conclude this session. I would like to thank our guests, Aslan Hamid, Shifa Zafar, and Jivanshi Sharma, for enlightening us with their knowledge and experience. It gave us deep insights into the topic and revealed some very interesting facts. I'm pretty sure the precious advice they gave will help us in future. Thank you everyone for joining the session and making it interactive and lively. I request you all to kindly fill the feedback form shared in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Jivanshi.
you so
Thank
much.
you, Arsalan. Thank you, Shifa.
Thank you
Thank you so
everyone
much
for
for
having
attending
me.
the session.
Have a good day. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.